Hey y'all, if you're looking for a comfort, cozy weeknight dinner that comes together without a whole lot of fuss, hey, I got something for you. Today we're making creamy Italian chicken and rotini, and it comes together all in one pan. This thing's packed with flavor, it's easy to do, and it's perfect for a busy weeknight. We're talking tender chicken, rotini pasta, some spinach, mushrooms, and it all finishes off in a Parmesan cream sauce. Let's make it happen. I'll put everything you need in the description for you, but to start this thing off, you want to take about 1.5 pounds of chicken and cut it up into about 1-inch diced cubes. So this is kind of what it looks like when you get started. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to season our chicken. Now, I'm going to put on my glove because we're going to not be bashful about it and get our hands in there. Alright, we're going to take our chicken, and first thing we're going to put on it, I got a teaspoon of salt. We're going to pour that on there. I got a teaspoon of just black pepper. We're going to pour that on there. This is 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. We're going to go in with that. I got a 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. Slap that in there. A 1/4 teaspoon of paprika. Told you this thing was flavorful, y'all. And then I got 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. We're going to go and dump that in there. This one's optional. It's a 1/2 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. I'm putting it in mine. If you're worried about it being spicy, hey, skip past that. But it does bring some nice flavor without having too much heat. My family don't like spicy stuff, so I gotta be careful. Then we're just going to take that gloved up hand or your hand, put in there, and we're going to start working all this around to make sure we get our chicken good and coated. Like I said, don't be bashful. Get in there and work that stuff around. Get it coated up good. This is where we're going to get our flavor from. I'm going to get mine coated, and then I'll see you at the skillet. Get you a large skillet, put it on a medium-high heat, and we're going to put 2 tablespoons of olive oil in our skillet. Now you want this to come up to temperature. Make sure your oil is good and warm because we're fixing to sear our chicken, and we want it to be hot when that chicken hits that oil. We're going to add in our chicken. You want to kind of spread it apart a little bit, and we're going to let our chicken cook or sear for about 4 to 5 minutes. Now you don't want to be stirring it and trying to do a whole lot with it while you're cooking it. You want it to sit in one spot, get a little brown on it, and get some of that sear because it's going to add flavor. We also ain't trying to knock all of our seasoning off of it. Let it cook 4 to 5 minutes. Flip it just here and there. We're not trying to cook the chicken all the way through. We're going to put it back in and it'll finish cooking with the rest of the meal. But right now we want that sear. Got my chicken done. Just like I said, 4 to 5 minutes is about all you need to cook. My wife / camera woman extraordinaire said, hey, you need to enunciate that better, redneck. So 4 to 5 minutes. Sorry about that. We're going to take our chicken out. Just get you a paper plate. Put your paper towel on it. Take it out. Set it to the side. Let them bad boys drain for a minute. I'm going to put just a little more oil in my pan. Just because it's so big. Now we're going to put our mushrooms in. This is 8 ounces of just white mushrooms that have been sliced. We're going to put those in there. Don't wipe out your pan. We're building flavor here, y'all. Put your mushrooms in. We're going to cook them about 3 to 4 minutes, just stirring them every now and then until they're soft and just lightly golden. So this is what you're looking for your mushrooms. See, they're nice, golden. Now we're going to put in 3.5 cups of chicken broth. And we want to deglaze our pan from that chicken and mushrooms with it. Yes, sir. That sound is flavor, y'all. We want to bring this broth up to a gentle boil. Then we're going to add our pasta to it. So we got our broth kind of back to a boil, deglazed our pan. Now we're going to take, this is 12 ounces of rotini pasta. We're going to put this in here. We're going to reduce the heat to a good simmer, and we're going to cook this uncovered for about 9 to 11 minutes. Go on and stir it up good. Make sure that you got your pasta down in the broth. Now, here's the key to making sure you get good, even cooked pasta and it not sticky. As we're cooking this for about 9 to 11 minutes, we need to give it a good just little stir about every 30-45 seconds. Kind of let it move, make sure that it's rotating around some. We're going to cook the pasta until it's just al dente and most of the liquid's absorbed. So I got my pasta cooked up. This is kind of how you want it to look. Notice there's not a whole lot of broth still left. The pasta soaked it up, and your pasta should be tender and easy to cut. Now, we're going to turn our heat down to low, and we're going to hit this thing with 1 cup of heavy cream. You can use half and half if you'd rather, but it doesn't really make as thick and hearty of a sauce. So we're going to stir this in and get that put into our skillet. Next thing we're going to put in to finish off our sauce, this is 1/4 cup of sun-dried tomatoes that I just chopped up really fine. We're going to dump those in there. This is about 1 cup of baby spinach. We're going to put it in. And this is fresh spinach. Then we're going to return our chicken back to the pan. After we get all that in there, we're going to mix all this up together. Bring it to just a really low simmer. Cook it for about 4 minutes until our spinach begins to wilt and our chicken has finished cooking through. Okay, we got our chicken finished. The spinach is kind of wilted up. I've got 1 cup of grated Parmesan. Now we're going to cut this in half. I've turned the heat off of my skillet. We're going to put about half of this into the pan and mix that in and let it melt inside of our chicken rotini creation. Then we're going to take the other half and I'm going to put it on top and just let it naturally melt from the heat. We got our pan off the heat. This is where you can adjust for a little more salt, a little more pepper, take a little taste, adjust it to your own preference. This is the remainder of that Parmesan cheese. We're just going to sprinkle this on top of it all and just let the heat naturally melt it. I have a little fresh basil that I diced up real fine. We're going to put a little of that on there. It'll just add some freshness. It's optional. I like the taste of basil, so hey, I'm putting some on mine. We're going to let that melt. I'll show you what it looks like after all that melts down. Looky here, y'all. I mean, if that's not a weeknight dinner you can be proud of, I don't know what is. Alright, y'all, this is what you got after it's all plated up. Really pretty casserole. We're going to take a taste of this and see how it turned out. Here we go. That's the way to roll right there, y'all. That thing's creamy. It's got just the right amount of kick from the onion, the red pepper. I mean, it tastes like Italian night comfort food all in one pan. You need to be making this for your family. Everybody feel all nice, warm, and fuzzy inside after they eat this. Hey y'all, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you decide to make this, leave me a comment. I'd love to know how it turned out for you. And if you want to see more of these easy weeknight comfort food kind of things, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. That way you'll know every time we put something out, which is about every week. Thanks for watching. God bless. We'll see y'all down the road.